Well, I bet you can't guess what this is. Good gracious. Super Dave here with another review. Getting ready to open Snake Mountain. This is National Snake Mountain Day for Super Dave's reviews. And come on, celebrate with me. All right, let's go ahead and start. Here we go. Got the box cutters here. There's a box inside of a box with more plastic crate pieces. Check that out. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna get that box out and be right back. Ready to open box 2. Now this second box is in pristine condition. I mean, perfect. There's not a dent on it, so they did a really good job with the packing. Look at there, very smart. They even put a box on top so your box cutters would not cut the collector box underneath. There it is. Wow, I'm seeing it. Let me show you very quickly. Look. Dun, dun, dun. This is exciting. It is. And here it is. So get ready to take the plastic off. I've got it the right way because there is the file card. Check the file card. It's huge. Look how big that is next to my hand. Next to both of my hands and my foot. Humongous. You can pause the video now if you'd like to read the file card. All right. So what we need to do, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to let you do just that. All right, so let's take a look at the box first. And there is that file card in living color. And you can certainly pause this video and check it out. Read it if you'd like. Of course, there's the Masters of the Universe logo, and going down here, there's a picture of the whole thing in the front folded out. There's a picture of the inside and some legalese down at the bottom. Then check this out. Wow, goodness gracious alive, isn't it massive? I mean, this is beautiful. Look at the lava, the vein work all the way through, going through the stairs. There's He-Man climbing up the Skeletor, the top of Snake Mountain, the lightning evil stronghold of Skeletor. Wow. There's Stratos up there. There's even Teela and Beastman fighting it out on the bridge. Just look at the beautiful artwork. Man, this thing is gorgeous. I wish I had space just to display the box, you know, somewhere. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm going to have to store it. I'll be putting it back in that plastic, though. I'm glad I saved that, didn't tear it up, because, man, that's beautiful. All right, I got this on a Lazy Susan. I'm just going to turn it to the next stage here. Wow, look at there. All right, so starting at the top up here, you have the Masters of the Universe logo. Look, there's that picture of He-Man and Skeletor duking it out. There's a picture of the snake that comes from that rusty door at the top, winding down those steps. It's like a side view. Look at that little cavern or cave. Man, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Oh, look, trap door. Wow, wonder where that's going to go. Capture pesky intruders with the trap door. And then the throne, which comes with it. Command fear and respect from the Bone Throne. And there, oh man, I've always wanted one of those. That's like the thing that glows and shows them, you know, almost like a camera view of things. Devise dastardly schemes with the evil warriors. And then look, terrify heroes with hideous creatures that come bursting out of the ground and capture Stratos or shackle Skeletor's enemies with real chains. Oh man, isn't that so cool? Let's turn it another direction, and just like the 80s, you have the box on the back part that shows what is inside and all the different things that go along with it in the red, what's included. Your epic 40 by 40 art print. Just so cool. Mountain demons. Wow, that's just unbelievable. Just so cool. Really, really neat. And one more side, which would be the top. I don't think we're gonna look at the bottom. It's just a smaller picture of what was on the front, but still awesome. Okay, being I've never opened anything quite this big before in front of a camera, we're gonna try to actually take out each item and set it over here on the table. Start out here, want to be very careful not to mess up this really nice collector friendly box. All right, there's the lid here, rested on that lamp back there. Hopefully not knock over any of our other action figures. Oh wow, look at this. Oh man, look. It comes with a Snake Mountain Collector's book and poster, Evil Stronghold Skeletor, the write-up. Check that out. Boy, that's gonna be awesome to look at too. It slides forward, so you have to slide it forward and then lift, because it was hooked on this part right here at the top. Wow. All right, let's see what this is. I'm gonna open this box first. Everything is nicely packaged. Wow, you can still smell the paint. You know how you've opened action figures and you still smell the paint? Still smell the paint. Good gracious, look how big the snake. Man, let me show you. Just to give you an idea, this is Granomir. This is the head of the snake of Snake Mountain. Wow, you see how massive the snake head is, and boy, it is solid and very nice quality, almost like a rubber. It's not a cheap feeling plastic. It's like it's a huge, nice piece of plastic. Isn't that cool? Check that out. Size of Granomir next to that. Isn't that something? Now we're gonna look at this next piece. I believe this is that, like almost like a dog head. Wow. I'm just blown away at the quality of this. I mean, just these first two pieces alone, based on what I have seen, just the quality, I'm just blown away because, I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it. The quality of the plastic is better, I believe, so far in what I'm seeing than even Castle Grayskull. I mean, this thing, yeah, I mean, the plastic, yeah, you can still smell the paint work on that, but the plastic on here is just amazing. And you can tell there's a way of opening this, but I don't know. I have to read the directions. I don't want to mess up anything. But look at that. Check out that piece. Isn't that neat? See the hinges here on the side? So this has got to open somehow, and I guess you have to have the secret code to get it open, because I do not know what it is yet. Isn't that cool? Okay, so this looks like it was part of the snake body. Curls around the gate entrance there, as you can see. That, the scales, these cool looking points. And then that probably plugs into something because that's kind of open and hollow. Now this plastic is a little bit more brittle feeling. This is more like the Castle Grayskull plastic here, but it's very thick. Very cool. A hole in the side, which is maybe where something locks into place. You do have to assemble this, of course. Good gracious. This is unfreaking real. Look at that. Look how huge it is. I just didn't picture it being that big, did you? I mean, look how big that is. I mean, let's look at it next to a figure. I'll show you what I mean. There's Skeletor. Look how big that thing is next to Skeletor. I mean, yeah, men-at-arms could definitely get caught into those vines or those tentacles or whatever they are. But isn't that amazing? Look at that. You can see right there. So it kind of pulls out here. And those pieces are glued on. That one looks like it's come loose. It'd probably have to be re-glued. The rest of them are still glued on. So I've got one piece, one tentacle that's come loose. But that's cool. Look at that. Wow. This is so exciting. I mean, it's just awesome. These pieces. Oh, wow. Look. It's wrapped up in foam, soft foam. Let's see what this is. Oh, we got some parts. Got some pieces and parts here. They're all wrapped up. Monster Demon number 1. Looks like just a wall part or maybe a cover to that cave or something maybe. So that's really cool looking it. And remember, there's no stickers. It's kind of like Castle Grayskull. Instead of stickers like the original Snake Mountain has, now there is one sticker there, but these actually are molded into the plastic. This is the only sticker that's in there right here, but this orange is molded in. All the pipes are molded in. That skull head, look, that looks like Skeletor. I guess it scans his face before it operates like a computer does today. The Hello Windows or whatever, or the cell phone scans your face. It scans his face to make sure it's Skeletor before he can open the computer system and operate the secrets of Snake Mountain. Wow. I mean, hey, as cool as this thing is, why does Skeletor think he needs Castle Grayskull? This thing's pretty cool. Looks like Demon Rock Face number 2. Wow, look at there. Isn't that cool? Hollow in the back. You see where it'll plug in? Really neat. Look at that. I think I know what this is. This is that rusty door at the top. Yep, sure enough. Man, look at that. That is so cool. It's shiny. It's metal looking. It's plastic, but it looks like metal. It looks like rusted metal. Can you see? I wonder if the details... Yeah, you can see the rust a little better now, shining through around his eyes, his ears, and woven through those metal beams or plates or whatever you want to call them there of this metal door. It does look like metal. The detail is incredible. I can already say I believe this was worth $600. You need to think about the work that went into this. This must be the prison door, and it also looks like rusted metal on the back and the front. Amazing, really nice. Check that out. Wow. The ladder has even more detail to it, I think, than the Castle Grayskull. Just really nice. You can see the ropes and the threads of the rope that tie each strand to the ladder. That is so cool. It's got a little place to lean to, so you've got a really tall ladder to use. And here is Demon Face number 3. Wow, that's scary. Just in time for Halloween. Good job, Super 7. Here it is. Wow. This isn't a hairnet, so it must be what catches the bad guy when it, well, good guy in this case, if it's He-Man, when they fall through the trap door. That must be what it is. Kind of flimsy, but it's got some nice plastic sturdy bars on the side. But I'd be very careful with the net. Pretty good quality, but I think we'd be careful with that, not to get holes in it. There's just all kinds of goodies in this box. Check it out. Wow, look how huge it is. Look at there. Look at that. Do you see that? Look at the detail. Wow, that is that table of terror that they could see what's going on in the castle, see what's going on, you know, at the palace, see what's going on in Eternia, and spy on He-Man and the Masters as Beastman and Triclops and Merman and Skeletor would stand around this thing. Isn't that going to be some awesome pictures? Some people have made some customs of this, but I'm really pleased at how that came out. That is really cool. It's mostly a flat matte grayish black, and then you've got that crystal ball type image in the middle. Demon face number 4. Look at that. The littler one. And it'll plug in too. It's the bridge, and look, it looks like it's got cloth or moss hanging down from it. It's all beat up looking like it's about to fall apart. It's got the wood beams that hold up the lays there, the ropes or the moss or the greenery that's hanging off of it. But isn't that cool looking? Really good quality plastic too, really nice, really thick, and this is not brittle. This is, again, it's like that resin, almost rubbery plastic type materials. Really hold up really well, looks like. There's no more boxes, so now the mother ship, so to speak, which is the big boy in here. So we're gonna take it out of the box. Here it comes. Wow, it's heavy just in and of itself. Look at how massive that is. You see me, you see how massive this is. I'm pretty tall, I'm almost 6 feet. Look at that, it's huge. Good gracious. Wow, oh man. All right. Ooh, man, 2 bags. It's wrapped in 2 bags. Oh, there's a giant twist tie at the bottom down here. I can show you. That big twist tie right there. Look at this. Good gracious. Look at that cavern, that cave. Wow. And let me just tell you, the quality of this plastic, in my opinion, thus far, I believe is better than Castle Grayskull, or at least equivalent. But it just feels like I don't know, it just has a very thick quality to it. Just amazing. I'm just impressed. Definitely in scale with our figures. But this is just going to work with everybody. I mean, Mortal Kombat stuff. But of course, Motu, all the Motu, and all the Motus that go with Motu. And all the stuff that can get, like my series on action figures and play sets that go with. Wow, it opens up so you can get the rest of the bag off. Good gracious, and there's another box on the inside, but check that out. Got it on a Lazy Susan here, but we'll turn it. Well, look at that. Really, really cool. Okay, so now I've got everything a little bit more organized and got the box put away. And so here's all the parts over here organized in pieces, separated out. And here is Snake Mountain, and I've got it on a Lazy Susan, so it's going to spin, a spinning little table there. And so here's the hinge. You see the place where it'll fold. You see this side of it where you have the lava flow of the venom or the lava or waterfall. You've got the little stairway here with all these little claws or teeth or pointy things sticking out. The veins running through there, just really cool. And check this out. I am Snake Mountain. Okay, so those menacing eyes, and that is not a sticker. That is molded in. That's molded 3D, and it is also painted. And so really cool, really cool. And of course there's still stuff that needs to be assembled. And look, real chains, real shackles. These are not plastic, I do not believe. They feel real. And the real little shackles. And look, they even have a hinge and open up. We'll look at that, of course, in closer detail as we get along. So going on around, see, look at the detail on the side, all of those that is not painted on, that is actually molded in. You can put your fingers in between those. I mean, that's so cool. And check out this cavern, this like cave over here. Isn't that awesome? And look at that huge snake winding around Snake Mountain. Look at that huge staircase going up. just got to take a good look at it here of everything. And then of course the top up here is flat because you're gonna have to assemble that, and that's what we're getting ready to do. But first of all, let me slide this forward just a little bit, and we're getting ready to open up the instructions, which comes with one of these. Now if you're not familiar with it, Mattel always released one. There's one for Masters of the Universe, the collection book, the collection. There was one for Castle Grayskull. There was one, of course, for Eternia, and inside there's a map of Eternia, which is really awesome. There's one for Etheria. There was one for Horde Empire. There's one for Sub-Eternia. And last but not least, as of now anyway, there's one for Snake Mountain. So that is cool. But I'm going to open that up and we're going to check out the instructions and put it together. And sure enough, here's our instruction booklet, and it shows all the parts. I've done a checklist. We have all the parts in place over here. And so then you open it, and guess what? Orko tells you how to put it together. So that is so cool. Orko is going to tell you how to put it together and how to do the exterior play, like with the chains, with He-Man there, the real chains. Then more instructions on the inside with Orko explaining how to do it. There we go. Really cool. Can't wait to check this out. All right, I'm going to take a look and get things organized, and we'll start assembling. Okay, so the first instructions is to open Snake Mountain. So we're going to go ahead and open it. And it wants us to open it so that you see the outside first. Wow, can you believe it? Look at how huge it is. It's just crazy. Let's get out the tape measure and measure how wide it is right quick. About 42 inches across. 42 inches across, and we've not added to the top yet, so about 42 inches across. Once you open it up, you're going to need an area this big if you're going to open him up. I mean, isn't that crazy? Wow, just incredible. So it says number 2, after you open it up, you take this piece and you take the door, the gate, and you snap it in. By the way, there was another box on the inside of the castle, so that's probably got some of the goodies in it, like the throne and different things, so we'll check that out in a minute. But we're going to follow the instructions and go ahead and snap in the gateway here. So you line up the holes. And there you go. Snapped it in. Snaps right in place, and see it'll open up. Doesn't open up all the way, but will open about that far. And it snaps right inside of there. And so there, we have snapped that into place. Number 3, it says, attach gateway to Snake Mountain by inserting both tabs into holes. All right, so let's go up, and we're gonna do that. Snaps right in. You see it fits right there along the side with the snake there. Wow. Now let's see how tall it is. It's right at 39 inches tall. Right at 39 inches tall. Wow. Awesome. And then the next instruction, number 4, it says attach snake onto left side of gateway by inserting into hole and turning only a few degrees clockwise to secure in place. I'm going to be moving this way. You're going to insert that, the shapes match, and then you turn it just a few degrees like it says, and voila, you've got your snake installed on the side there. Wow. Then number 5, got one more thing, the drawbridge. It says slide bridge into slot near the lava falls with the handrails on the outer side. Makes sense. So there's your handrails here. I'm going to do just what it says, and we're going to slide them. There's little notches there. And of course, if you're going to close it, you'd have to take that out, and that's why they made that with such good plastic. Because that's going to need to be sturdy if you're going to be pulling it in and out when you close it, and that kind of thing. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right, going on to the next page, number 5, the interior. Well, actually, it goes back to 1. So let's turn it around. Okay, so I brought it down so that we can see more of on a level. Since we finished the top part, you don't really need to see that. That way you're able to see a little closer inside and a little closer up view of what we're doing here. So let's get to it. We're going to start with, because Orco, once you open on the inside, it starts with number 1, and you want to plug in that dog tower. I'm calling it a dog tower. He calls it push the scepter down onto the post and secure it in place. Now, one of the things I was mentioning earlier when we were unboxing is I know he mentioned, Brian Flynn said that there was an opening here, a secret passage or secret storage, and I see a hinge, and I was reading here on it says open secret storage area by opening left side of scepter. Weapons and accessories may be stored inside by closing door and snapping shut. So I was looking, and on the left side, it's on the other side of this, you kind of see on the bottom where the cut is. It's very easy. I mean, it's very hidden well, because you see the hinge, but you don't know where the opens on this side or that side. But if you go underneath, you can pop it right open, and look, you got a storage department on the inside where you can store weapons and stuff. Isn't that cool? So that's another piece that you're going to want to be able to pop in and out and use. But check out that head sculpt. That looks like a mean dog to me. I don't know, a ravaged kind of dog, right? I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be, but that's my take on it anyway. Check it out. Now this right here is a little bit more of a flimsy plastic. This is reminiscent. This is just like the plastic that the floors are made of in Castle Grayskull. So they're thick, but it's a little bit more brittle, and you can feel the braces underneath. So you're going to want to hold that with your hand. You don't want to just start pressing down. It's not going very well. I'm wondering if I need to heat this up a little bit with a hairdryer. All right, I heated it up just a little bit. Let's see if we can get it plugged in now a little easier. Okay, I think it went in, but it's not sitting flush against there. But I think that'll work good enough for now. All right, moving on to the next thing. Number 2, it says insert control console onto post on wall. Is that this one? All right. Number 3, it says from inside dungeon, place breakaway wall piece into secret entrance. Push to secure in place. Is you want to put this piece inside of here like so, and you're going to press that in. You're going to push that in like that, and it pops in there. There you go, pops in there. So that's going to be your secret entrance. And then, all right, and then of course these have the holes. You line that up here, and you're going to put this gate. You're going to pop that in. There it goes. Voila, there we go. So that closes. Yep. So that locks in place there. So that's really cool. So you have like a secret entrance there. Number 4 is the net. And it shows that the net goes right up underneath here. That's going to be a trap door apparently. Yeah, there it is. So there's a little tab underneath here, and when you open that little tab, there's a piece of tape too, so you got to take the tape off. There's not a throne that you twist to make that open. It's just you have to do that tab, but that's cool. All right, so these actually peg in. There's square holes, square pegs, and you have square holes. So you, of course, can peg those in just like so. I'm wondering if you can close it after you've done all this. I know you can't close it till you get that drawbridge out, but there we go. It popped in now. Now you've got the ability, let's try it, that when you open that little peg, they're gonna fall right in there. Whoever the bad guy or the good guy that you're trying to capture is, I guess, right? So we'll test all that out in a little bit. Let's go ahead and finish putting it together. I'm wanting to play with it. Number 5, insert mountain demons onto posts on walls. Place onto desired locations. So you can put them wherever you want to. All right, cool. So I'm gonna put the small one over here since it's closer to the net, so it don't get in the way of the net and don't hide it at all. And I'm gonna put the, let's see, I'm gonna put the big boy up here since you got the most space down here. And I don't know if you noticed, but check out that stuff right there. It's like it's dripping on there. It's dripping off. All of that is 3D. I mean, it's not painted on or molded in. It's actually a separate piece where it's dripping off of there, and that's really cool. So I guess after you get out of the net, you come sliding down into here to the dungeon area, possibly, right? I'm gonna put this biggest one right here. Kind of notch that in there. And I think I'm gonna put, I'm gonna put this ugly one right here, right there. And then that one's kind of my favorite with the teeth like that. I'm gonna put him center stage. That's where I'm gonna put him. That's fun. You can put him wherever you want to put him. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next step, which is to open the box and see what kind of goodies are in here. First of all, let's go ahead and put this here. Now I know technically it has the throne up here, but I think I'm going to put the throne down here with the with this, because that's, I mean, you want Skeletor to be able to for them to be able to come up and study at the table. And then of course, don't forget your awesome pit here, which needs to go inside this little area right here, which it will fit right in there. And that decorates that nicely, very nicely. That is just too cool. That is just too cool. Awesome. Look at that. I mean, that is just excellent right there. Goes in there. Wow. That thing is big. How about that? Look at there. Goodness gracious. Check out the detail. I mean, I'm impressed. It didn't look like there was as much detail when I saw pictures, but there's a lot of detail. I don't know if you can even capture that on the camera, but there's just a lot of detail on here, especially in that face. Look at that face. There we go. You can see a little better there. The bone details. It's just really cool. Just really, really neat. And the back here, all the way across. It's hollow on the bottom. You have the seat there. Wow. But like I said, I think I want to sit mine right here in front of the falls. And then you have your table where they'll be able to come in and they can look at it together. That's going to be kind of cool. I like that idea. The cool cave entrance over here. Look, it looks like a face. Notice that? And so now it's time to dress up this thing, really make it look like the Snake Mountain it's supposed to. So give me just a second as we get our men and check that out next. Snake Mountain. Here we come inside of Snake Mountain. There's Too Bad coming inside of the mountain to check out things and look. Behind the prison walls are some poor rotting souls that obviously at their last breath were begging for mercy from Skeletor, the ruthless Skeletor. And there is Triclops at the table of sorcery, looking into the crystal ball to see about the next plots to try to defeat He-Man, as Merman is in awe of Triclops' cunning. And Panther and Skeletor sit on the throne barking orders as Clawful comes in through the magic portal of lava after scouting the Eternia mountainside, as Spydor is spinning his webs to control the evils of the dark world and the spiders, as Cobra Khan has just come in from speaking to the spirit of Snake Mountain herself to see the temperature of evil in the land. Some of Skeletor's other minions, the spirits of this evil mountain, lurk at every corner as Whiplash tames the creatures that come forth from the mountain's core with his Whiplash abilities, and Jitsu and the evil Black Crow work on hand-to-hand combat or sword-to-hand combat, while Shadow Weaver controls zombie horde He-Man. And King Altron and his mistress Huntera, also known as Jurin and Huntera, come in to watch the feats of the mountain. And Sparagus and his bride come in from the tombs to consult with Skeletor in Snake Mountain. And then up top, you have Dragor in the technological lab, working to make sure everything about the mountain is working properly and programming Skeletor's robotic drones for his evil purposes. And Evil Mask is considering his next master plan to bring Eternia dominance in his grasp. And there you have it. You have the inside of Snake Mountain. Bum, bum, bum. Of course, these are the Toy Hacks backgrounds that I've shown reviews of on my channel, that I've accompanied with Snake Mountain here. And then just used several different props, some that have come with the mountain as we discussed, and some that I've dressed up, like some of that black pipe stuff that I got for Halloween for $1 at Dollar Tree. Those skeletons behind that prison door there were a 4-pack at Dollar Tree. The mesh netting that they're standing on over here, got that at the Dollar Tree for $1, as well as those skulls, big skulls decorating the area. And of course I got a fog machine back there behind that mouth and that cave cavern there, so that it pours out some fog. So just having a lot of fun. Oh, also got that spider at Dollar Tree. Look at it all spread out with the Toy Hacks Snake Mountain pieces on the left and right, and then of course Snake Mountain in the middle here with everything decked out. We've got Stinkor coming out of the cave over here with some smoke billowing out of there, out of that cave. Maybe it's because of his stench, I don't know. We got Panther, Too Bad coming out of it. Look at Spydor dangling down, because he can hang all kinds of places he can hang from this Snake Mountain. You can just, dangle him from all kinds of places, and he'll hang right there. Various places you can hook him on. But I wanted to check right quick the functionality of the trap door for He-Man up here. So let's go ahead and zoom in right quick here. He-Man has busted in the gate there, and the notification has gotten to Skeletor, and so he's thinking as he sits on his throne, and he pulls the lever, and when he does, boom, he falls right in there. Let's look at that again in slow motion. And here we are outside of Snake Mountain, where Fangman is controlling a dragon to try to defeat the Axe Battler's red dragon as they're battling it, and Stinkor is not making things any easier as he smells up the place with his fog of stench. And then we have Clawful, who is warring against the Axe Battler himself as he comes forth from the portal of lava waterfalls, as Teela is trying to fight off the evil Triclops, as Whiplash is fighting Fistor. Of course, there's Merman running away from the mighty Ram Man, getting ready to ram him into next week. Oh no, looks like Man-at-Arms has been captured by Too Bad. Oh no, He-Man is in trouble as he's being teamed up, as Panther comes after him on the mountainside, and He-Man is trapped as Cobra Khan is shooting at him, and Skeletor is laughing and is at the top of the mountain, just thinking he is on top of everything, as Snake Mountain is wreaking havoc in Eternia. So all you have to do is put a red bulb, or I guess you could put even a clear bulb, but I put a red bulb back there to make the waterfall light up. And believe it or not, there's enough room, just enough room for Panther to even walk up here. It's a little steep. You have to kind of work on it to get figures to stand on these steps. They are steep, but it is possible. And I'm not using any sticky or anything. They're staying on their own. Actually, I thought I was going to have to at one point. Look how big that snake head is on Snake Mountain. Skeletor is up there, battle armor. Skeletor is ready to just rub it in there. And just see how that snake wraps around that mountain, how big that is. Look at it next to, how big Panther is, and you see how big that snake is. It's just amazing. And then those creatures that are just woven in all throughout. Just so cool, those eyes on that Muppet-looking mountain part. And then again, the drawbridge, or the bridge that goes over the lava, falls there, and I just took a red piece of felt cloth and bunched it up to make it look like it's pouring out over there. And there's some steps leading down to the bottom there as Whiplash. And I haven't opened up that trap door yet, but you see there's that trap section you can bust open over there and go into Snake Mountain like a secret cavern. And right above where Man-at-Arms is chained up over here, as Too Bad is guarding him, is that evil dog thing that's peeping up over. So it's just so cool. All the details that are accompanying everything. Of course, that rusty old metal fence behind Skeletor. Let's just take a look at that one more time. There it is. It's so cool. So cool. Like Cobra Khan being close to that snakehead. He's right at home at Snake Mountain working with Skeletor. He-Man. Just how cool this little section is, this little cavern. See those big giant things on the side? Those vein, like, I guess, roots almost coming through every part of the mountain. Stinkor coming out of that cave. Just so cool looking. So neat. I'm telling you, it looks better even in person than it does on camera, but it's just all so cool looking. The Snake Mountain. It's just unbelievably huge and massive. I mean, you see how big my shells are. There's 1, 2, 3 shells across, and Snake Mountain's almost the width of at least 2 of them. And that second one in the middle there is actually longer than the 2 on the side. So it's just mammoth. I mean, just humongous. Wow. Just plenty of posability. I mean, we're just going to be able to get some really cool photos. All right, one last thing that I needed to do to finish up this review, and that is to look at the comparison between Snake Mountain and our Castle Grayskull by Mattel. Snake Mountain is by Super 7. Now, I believe that you see there is a great matchup here, but Snake Mountain obviously is the bigger playset by far. And just to give a quick comparison right quick to the very top. Now, of course, this is without Point Dread. You're looking at about 25.5, like we talked about before, compared to right at 39 inches tall. So there's a big difference between Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain. Snake Mountain is just huge. Now, Snake Mountain doesn't open up at a curve like, you know, Castle Grayskull is at a 45-degree angle per se, so you're not going to get as much of a width, obviously, that way anyway. But just the mass of Snake Mountain is just so impressive. So I just wanted to show you that right quick to see that comparison. Matter of fact, let me turn off those lights, give you a little bit more of a clarity. I'm going to look at it that way. Looks cool, doesn't it?